The clock on the wall of Grey Rock State Prison crept toward midnight, each second heavy with meaning. The air smelled of finality. On death row, everyone knew what midnight meant. Ivy Moore sat alone in her cell. At 22, she looked older. 7 years of denied appeals hollowed her eyes. She traced the cracks in the wall, wondering how life ended so quietly. Once, her world had been books and children's laughter. Ivy had been a librarian in Riverton. She believed education could rescue people from invisibility, running a literacy program for underprivileged kids. Then she noticed the missing money. What began as a routine review of financial records revealed deliberate theft. Public funds meant for books and tutors were vanishing. The trail led to Leo Hall, powerful and praised for his generosity. His foundation had quietly funneled the money into private accounts. Ivy gathered the evidence and confronted him. Security footage showed her entering Holly Tower at 9:30 p.m., clutching a folder. Hale's smile vanished as she laid the documents across his desk. He warned her about consequences. She warned him about exposure. Voices rose, threats sharpened. He slid a glass of water toward her. She took it without thinking, more to steady herself than to drink. At 9:42 p.m., Ivy left, shaken but determined to go public. Leo Hawley was dead before midnight. He was found stabbed 17 times in his office. The city demanded justice, not truth. Investigators focused on Ivy, her fingerprints on the glass, her visit logged, a janitor who heard raised voices. No one mentioned the second security camera across the street. It recorded a broad-shouldered man entering the building at 9:59 p.m. After Ivy had gone, the footage was misfiled and buried. Ivy's public defender never saw it. The trial was swift. Prosecutors painted the stab wounds as rage. The jury deliberated for 4 hours. Guilty. Asked for final words. Ivy shook her head. Words had never saved her. Death row was clean, quiet, and merciless. Appeals failed. Her parents died without goodbye. Ivy survived by reading and by teaching herself not to hope. John Reyes had been a junior reporter, uneasy with the speed of Ivy's conviction. He reopened the case and found the missing tape in a courthouse basement. The man on the footage was Max Lang, Hale's political associate and the true architect of the embezzlement. When Hal threatened to expose him, Lang confronted and silenced him permanently. John made it public, and Lang confessed not out of remorse, but strategy, accepting life without parole. Ivy's exoneration came quietly. No apologies, no explanations. She walked out of Grey Rock into sunlight she hadn't felt in years. Rebuilding was slow. She returned to libraries. Teaching adults failed by systems like hers. She avoided attention, spoke only when necessary. When asked about justice, Ivy said quietly, "It only exists when forced into the light," and she knew how close she had come to disappearing in the dark.